Good evening. Welcome back to another Sunday night shave. Tonight is a very special shave. I've got a sample that was sent to me by a friend of mine in the Rich Man Shaving Group. His name is Alum. Thank you, Alum, for sending me this sample of the Immortal Peach by Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. I don't have the tub because it was a sample, but I do have the Star Jelly Aftershave. According to Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements website, this is what you would get if a post-shave balm and an aftershave had a love child. There's some menthol in this, so a little bit of a cooling effect. But I've purchased two of the Star Jelly aftershaves. I got this one. We won't be using this one tonight, but I got the Doppelganger Gray label, and this is Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements' take on Creed Aventus. I bought this because the wife loved the aftershave sample that I used, so we bought that. But I've already got the lather whipped up, so I'll get the head wet and we'll get into the shave. So this is another Phoenix Artisan Accoutrement soap. This, I believe, was the CK6 formula, so it doesn't take a whole lot. The very first time I used the Future Fiction that I have, I loaded way too much on the brush, and it was not we did not have a great time lathering because I had to get rid of a bunch of soap that was on the brush to get a decent lather. So I've got the head wet. I'm going to go ahead and get the razor loaded. Tonight we're going to be using a Dorco Prime, new blade, first use. Again, I've stated this in many of my videos. I don't use a blade multiple times on the head. I just don't get good shaves of the ones that I've tried. So, new blade. We're going to go ahead and get this loaded up in the Bevel razor. Going to be using this razor again tonight. I get really good shaves with this razor on the head. Working on 1 day's worth of growth, so not a whole lot of growth to knock down tonight. Set that in the razor stand. Get some stuff moved around, and here we have the lather. Like I said, I've already got it whipped up. Nice. Slung a little bit on me. Nice lather. Stiff peaks. Just the way we like it for the first pass. So I've got the dome wet, so we'll get lathered up. I have really good shaves with Phoenix's soaps. I love Sterling. I love PAA. I got a lot of, and I love Soap Commander. I don't want to forget them because they've got a great product as well. But tonight I wanted to use the Star Jelly aftershave that I bought this week. I bought it last week. It arrived this week. So we'll get lathered up here for pass number 1. Hope you have a great Labor Day weekend. I've got a 3-day weekend this weekend, and I'm excited. Really excited. We've got revival coming up at our church this week. First service will be tomorrow night. Really looking forward to that. All right. Just get it smoothed out on the head here. Some on the sides. All right. We are all lathered up. Cold water shave tonight. I've really been digging cold water shaves. They really reduce the irritation for me, I think. I get a better shave. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'll catch you in between passes. All right, that's pass number 1. As far as the scent on this soap, it's got a great candied peach smell almost. If you've ever eaten peach rings, the candy, it almost smells like that. To me, it's like an artificial peach smell, but not in a bad way. It's a great scent. I've got this, and I have also sitting out here next to me, I have the Sterling Peach. I purchased this earlier this summer. And this also has a good peach smell. It's a very different peach smell. This is more floral, I think, and I could be wrong, but I picture this being more of a floral peach, and the Immortal Peach is more of a candy peach. Like I said, not really a candied, like a brown sugar or caramel or anything like that, but a artificial peach smell. But I love it. I really like the scent on it. I don't think there's anything unnatural in it because all of his soaps are vegan based. But that's really what I pick up and how I picture it smelling. I didn't check if it's still available. I checked a couple days ago and he still had it on his website. It's discontinued. It was one of his summer scents, and I don't know if it will be available at the time of posting this video tonight. I didn't check, but go check out his website, PhoenixArtisanAccoutrements.com. He's got some great stuff. I didn't want to use the cube tonight. I've been trying to really not necessarily shy away from pre-shaves, but find out what soaps are good. I've talked about this before, I think. I don't want to have to buy a soap just to buy a pre-shave to use it. If a soap's going to be a soap, it needs to be a soap. I shouldn't have to put on a soap to use a soap. Now, I understand some guys like to use pre-shave oils and pre-shave soaps and pre-shaves like that. And I really enjoy my cube that I have, but I like to just use the soap. All right. We're all lathered up. Man, it smells great. I love the smell of this. And that's why I purchased the Star Jelly Aftershave. Because shaving soaps, the scent on shaving soaps, so at least most of the ones that I've used, they don't linger very well. Because once you put on your alum or you put on your witch hazel, the scent from the soap's pretty much gone. So you're really looking for, if you're wanting something that lasts, either an aftershave or in this case, the Star Jelly Aftershave. So that's why I purchased that, so that I could pair it with my Sterling Peach that I already have. All right, first pass was with the grain. Second pass will be across the grain. All right, that was pass number 2. Again, great slickness. Phoenix's soaps are almost unmatched as far as post-shave slickness. They're just great. They're great soaps. If you've not tried Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, I would heavily suggest trying them as soon as possible. All right, so I didn't really have a whole lot of soap in the bowl. I'm trying to conserve as much of that sample as possible. Man, just a great smell, just a great scent. All right, going in for pass number 3. Let me encourage you, if you're not a member of any, if you're on Facebook and you're not a member of any shaving groups, find a shaving group to be a part of. Really great communities. There's a few guys that have YouTube channels that are members of the groups and do giveaways. And for example, Thor the Viking Shaving tonight was doing a giveaway in a couple of groups because of the support that he's received from the groups and the members of the groups. So go check him out, Thor the Viking Shaving. I know I did a small shout out for Elmer Fudd, and now Thor. I'm nowhere near big enough that you've probably already heard of these people, but I'll leave a link to Thor's YouTube in the comments below. He's got the best name in wet shaving. That's all I've got to say. When my wife seen me watching one of his videos, she's like, "Who's that?" Because she's kind of judgmental when it comes to my YouTube. I told her what his name was, and she's like, "He's got a cool name." So it's wife approved, so to say. All right, pass number 3. Just a little bit of bleeding. I had a nick over here. I think I nicked a mole, and I had a nick here the other night, and I know I've got one on the back of my head. Back to the shave. Alright, that was the 3rd pass. Trying to do a bit of a quicker video tonight. Need to get into bed. Got some plans for tomorrow. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to scoop the soap off the sides of the brush down into the bowl. Push it down. And reload the tips of the brush. Yeah. You can just keep adding water to this and it'll keep growing. It's the craziest thing in the world. So nuts. So nuts. Getting a little thin, but we're on the touch-up, so it does not matter. Doesn't matter anymore. Alrighty, man. And another thing, get you a rich man brush. I was trying to use I've got a Sterling boar hair brush, and this is nothing against Sterling, so don't take this as a stab at Sterling, because I love Sterling products. I'm not good with a boar hair brush anymore. For about 3 years, this was the only brush that I owned. This is I believe to be 100% boar brush from Vanderhagen. And it was the only thing that I owned for 2 or 3 years. And since I've been using these synthetic brushes, I just cannot lather decently with a boar brush to save my life. Not consistently. I did a shave the other night and had a really good shave with the Sterling boar brush, and tried to do it 2 shaves in a row, and it just was not happening. It didn't happen. It was dry. The brush was soaking up the lather, and I soaked it. I pre-soaked the brush, but it just did not work out well for me. All right, I need to turn the water on. Do you have problems with real hair brush? Do you prefer a real hair brush? I know a lot of guys prefer Badger or Boar brushes. I don't own a Badger brush, So, not that I'm against them, I just don't own one. I'm more of a soap guy. I was talking to a friend the other night, and he said he can't stop buying razors long enough to buy soaps. And I have quite the opposite problem. I've been blessed, fortunately enough, that a few people have sent me razors, and I can't stop buying soaps long enough to buy another razor or another brush. Got one streak there. I can't quite. There we go. I got it. All right. We're going to call that quits. Well, got one more place right there. Got it. All right, let me get rinsed off, and we'll see you for the post shave. All right, wet the dome a little bit. A little bit of irritation. I've got a couple of nicks in the back, but like I said, it's where I've opened old cuts. I'm gonna try to give my head a few days to rest. Let those heal up. Maybe use a slim adjustable on the next shave with a Black Beauty again on a lower setting. For guys that head shave, you know what I'm going through here. It's like you can have 5 great shaves and then have one bad shave, and then your next 10 to 15 shaves are going to be bad because that's got to close up. And you take a chance every time you shave of reopening that cut. All right, so we've got it alumed, nice and shiny. I was at the dock today, and my nose, you can't tell it in the video, and my nose got a little red, which I thought was nuts. As brown as I've gotten this summer, being out in the sun all the time. You'd have thought by now there wouldn't be no red for me, but there is. All right. Whew, that was a great shave. Again, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, Immortal Peach. I don't know if they've still got it on their website, but if they do, you need to buy it. If they do, I'll have it linked in the description below, like I've been doing in the last few videos, linking products that can still be purchased. This was not available as of 2 days ago when I checked. So, sorry, you missed your chance. So, I had a trouble opening the Aventus Creed, and the wife had to do it. She figured it out before me. Let me look at the Aventus Creed. Okay. Figured it out. All right, so this was spinning with the lid. You gotta stop that from spinning. There we go. So, not used this yet. I've only took the lid off to smell it. So, this is the new bottle. He used to have like a little squirt bottle, similar to what Sterling does. Didn't look the same. Looked more like one of these. This is my Gratitude by Soap Commander. Looked like one of these without the big loop in the top. But he now has the pump bottles. I found out last night 1.5 pumps is more than enough. So we're going to get that pumped out in the hand. That was about 1/2 pump. And that's about a pump. All right. Oh, smell it. Smell it. Oh, wait. You can't. They don't have that yet. All right. I've got a cut on my hand. We're going to try to put this on with 2 hands. This may go badly for me. There it is. Oh, baby. And that smell will waft on me all night long. And then I'm done. I know a lot of guys do a post-shave balm and an aftershave. If you've watched any of my videos, you'll notice that I don't really do both most of the time. You don't need an aftershave. Aftershaves were invented and used to disinfect wounds because people were dying from tetanus from the razors that they used in barbershops. And now that we have disposable razor blades and more sanitary methods, you don't really, aftershaves are pointless as far as disinfecting. But you want the smell, and a lot of times aftershave is where you get your smell from. But with scented post-shave balms, and in this case the Star Jelly aftershave, you got the scent. So there's my aftershave for the evening. And great post-shave feel, nice and smooth, feels nice. I'm just going to sit here and rub my head until next Sunday night, and we'll see you then.